Hi all, welcome to your screencast on anatomy and physiology of the skeletal system. So we've looked at the muscular system now. So what we've done is we've looked at the different types of muscles. For example, we've got smooth muscle, skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle. We've looked at different types of muscular contraction that are available, so concentric contraction, isometric and eccentric. And we've also looked at different muscle fibre types. Now what we need to look at is the skeletal system. Okay, now part of your specification is you need to know the bones of the skeleton and how to locate where they are on a skeleton as well. So in class I gave you a worksheet that looks similar to this. We are going to go through it now, and then when you come into the lesson you're going to be tested on these bones, so make sure you get them down in the correct order or place, and then also make sure you are pausing when you need to pause, rewinding, etc. So we're going to start at the top and work our way clockwise around. Some of you will know these, others will not. So let's just go through them together. First of all, this is known as the cranium. Okay, so we need to know this as the cranium. Then when we come down, this bone here is called the clavicle. You may know it as a collarbone, easily broken, but you now need to know it as the clavicle. This whole bone in the middle of your chest is known as the sternum. Now you need to know the three separate parts of the sternum. So this top part here is called the manubrium. Okay, and then in the middle you've got the body, and then at the very bottom here, this like little bit that sticks out, this is called the xiphoid process. So where I want you to put that is manubrium, body, xiphoid process. That is the sternum. Okay, a question may ask you in an exam, and may have a picture of the sternum, and it'll have you to identify the three different sections of the sternum. So we need to be aware that the top part is the manubrium, the middle is the body, and the xiphoid process, this little end bit here. So this one here, ribs, we should have there. This is the vertebral column. Now if you look on this posterior aspect, the vertebral column goes from down here all the way up to the base of the skull. Okay, so the vertebral column is that there. Here it's just from the front, so vertebral column there. This bone is your pelvis bone. Then we have your femur, your patella, your tibia, which is your weight bearing bone at the bottom. So this is your tibia, this big thick one. This one here is your fibula. So if we move across to the other side here, we have got the ulnar bone here. So this bone is your ulna, and if you stood in this position, like the skeleton is, with your palms facing the front, the bone that is by your pinky here is known as your ulna. The bone on the other side, which is by your thumb, the bigger one, is known as your radius. Okay, then this bone here is called your humerus. Remember when you knock your elbow, it's like, oh, your funny bone, humerus. Okay, so that's why this is called a humerus. And finally, this last one here is your scapula. Now, if you look on this one again, the posterior aspect, this wing bone here that we have, this is the scapula. This is just it from the front view. So they're the bones that we need to know for your exam. I want you to get those down. As I said, hopefully you've paused it as you've gone along and you've got these down. I'll be testing you on them in lesson. Thank you. Bye.